Yo, what's up, Caleb? Welcome in. Again, on that, I don't, on VFRs, there is no flight plan when I do VFR flying. I just bring up the map. But welcome in. Welcome in everybody else. We're going to try to do a VFR flight today. I don't know how much room we'll have VFR wise because the ceilings are like 4,500 feet here. So we're going to see what we can do on this and how we can make this work. But we're actually at your airport at Lebanon, which actually the surrounding area looks very nice at this airport. The elevation changes and terrain around the airport looks very nice. Not gonna lie, looks very good. So we're gonna do a flight here. Let me see if I can get it pulled up, and I'll show you guys the map of where we're gonna fly. So we're not gonna fly back to here because this area is actually pretty far from Boston Airport. So we're gonna fly toward Boston Airport. Is what we're gonna do. Alright, so we're currently at Lebanon Airport. We're gonna take off from here and fly to Laconia, I think it's how you say it, Municipal, which actually looks pretty good as well. And that's about 40 miles, I think, 40 nautical miles. Yeah, 39 nautical miles to the east. We're gonna land there. Then we're gonna take off again. We're gonna go south. We're gonna fly right outside the airspace of Manchester Boston Regional. And we're gonna go down to Plum Island Airport, 2 Bravo 2. Then from there we're gonna go to Lawrence G. Hanscom Field. That's where we're gonna end the flight. This is gonna cover about an hour and a half worth of flying. Is what we're gonna do. That puts us like right near Boston Airport. But that's the route I'm gonna take. Right now it's still showing VFR, but we'll see how that goes. um, and go from there. Unfortunately, we don't have live ATC for this airport, so it'll just kind of be what it is. But yeah, as we see, it's overcast out here. Like I said, at 4,500 feet, so we're gonna try to just fly at the altitude we can. So we'll take off out of here probably 3,500 feet and go from there. Let me see. Airport elevation here is 600 feet. So it'll put us really at like 3,000 feet MSL flying out of here. But yeah, the airport does look pretty nice from what I can see. Some of these airplanes and almost all of these airplanes here are baked into the scenery. And go from there. Well, it shows there's a tower here, so and it's a Delta Airspace airport. So I'll be contacting ground tower, and we'll just be doing. We'll probably just do VFR flight following to Laconia is what I'll do. For some reason they got two towers here on the scenery, but kind of is what it is. So, like I said, we'll take off out of here depending on what runway they give us. Actually, I'll be able to see what's live anyway, and we'll go from there. If there's anybody even taking off around here, which I don't see anyone here so far. I see like a private jet in the area. That's about it. So let's hop in the airplane and get it started, get the engine warmed up on it, and then go from there. Ah, got you. So yeah, we're in the 172. Was gonna do the Bonanza, but decided this will still cover about the time I normally do time-wise on these flights. So decided to stick with the 172 instead of the Bonanza. But our tail numbers November 831, November Niner Charlie. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. We'll hop in and start getting things going and go from there. Let's turn the battery on here. Let's see what do we charged at. How we got to get that charge up. Strobe lights. We got the heat vents open. Check, make sure all other circuit breakers are in. Avionics are off. This is in because of the charger outside. This charging it up. We need this to get to like 27 volts before we can kick it on. Everything else looks good. Actually, let me take all the other stuff off outside. Take wheel chocks off, pitot cover off, and cowl plugs off. It's 45 degrees here. It's not bad. Yesterday it was showing snow all over the ground. But it is showing icing to be picking up like around 4,000 feet. So like I said, we'll go 3,500. Hopefully we can stay below the cloud deck. Actually, now that I say that, let me do this. I got to put a flight plan in. Let's see. I'm gonna go to. And I got freeware scenery for both of these, so um, actually for just about all of these, I think. Let me see. Let me get the rest of these. Let me get this going here. Alright, so at least that'll update. Get the weather in here correctly. Yeah, there's some traffic flying around here. Alright, let's get the airplane. Did I turn the battery off? Oh, I did turn it off so I can clear that stuff out. And again, I don't think I can, we'll be able to start the airplane right now at 24 volts. It's weird it doesn't charge the battery while the battery is off. Let's put local time. It's 10:20 right now, local time. Alright, yeah, there we go. It's charging up now. Alright, there we go. Charger's gonna be taken off. It is. And let's do this. Alright, that's good. Everything else is ready to go. Flaps up. We got the heater vent wide open. We're on right tank already. We got power, we get the taxi light on. I will go ahead and put pitot heat on as well. Let's turn on the avionics. Got a good start there. Again, we don't use the autopilot or anything. Really wish this was sitting a little bit better. Let's squawk VFR. We'll set its altitude. Enter. Enter. Alright, we've only been on running for a minute. We'll tune in here so we can see what's going on here with the frequency. Let it gather its thoughts. Altitude is 603, so you know that without even looking at that should be that. This is 1865, it says.
Oscar 1453 Zulu. Arriving and departing runways 25, 36. Wind 270 at 16 gusting 31. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, solid overcast at 4400 feet. View at 8,000 feet. Temperature 5. Dew point -6. Altimeter 2983. Density altitude -300 feet. Advise on initial contact. You have information Oscar.
So what was the
Lebanon Municipal Airport. Information Oscar 1453 Zulu. Arriving and departing runways 25, 36. Wind 270 at 16 gusting 31.
It's
Visibility
windy.
10. Sky conditions, solid overcast at 4400 feet.
Yeah,
View at
4,400.
8,000 feet. Temperature 5. Dew point -6. Altimeter 2983. Density altitude -300 feet.
Yeah, it's
Advise on initial
close.
contact. You have information, Oscar.
Nah, that's closer to what it is.
Lebanon Municipal Airport.
All right, turn that off. All right, ground is 21.6. And tower is gonna be 2595. All right, we got those two up. We got that on standby. Let's see, we're gonna go direct to LCI. Alright, Lacania. Municipal, let's go direct there. Which way we're gonna go. Well, if the winds are favoring 3-6, I'll go 3-6. If it's not, I'm not doing 3-6. The artist flying near Laconia, you might see them. Oh, I got you. Let me see. Winds are 260 to 230. Unfortunately, there's nobody flying around right now for me to. Actually, there's somebody on the ground here, it says. Or that was over the area at 9,500 feet. Let me see. Oh, it is. There's somebody just landed. What runway did he just land? See, they're landing runway 25. It looks like taking off runway 25 due to the winds. Who's this guy? It just says private. I can't see who he is though. It's not quite lining up too well with the runway, but it looks like it's going to be runway 25. Yeah, the runway stuff's not lining up with this freeware. It is way off. Maybe that's the that's a cool looking jet though. Oh, he disappeared. Why'd he disappear? No, I shouldn't have had anything to do with that. Except that's hard too. Let's see. Yeah, it might be the parking. We got our camera angles. Alright, it's 41 Celsius out here right now. Let's see where we at on the temperatures. Alright, temps will be coming up. Let me go ahead and drop this. Let me check that. Ought to start warming up in here shortly. Alright, flaps checked. Lights are still good. We don't need the fuel pump on. Strobe lights are off. Alright, flaps are up. Alright, engine has been on for 7 minutes. Everything else looks good. EGT's good. We got full tanks. It's only myself in the aircraft right now. Let's see. You're squawking 1200. We'll contact ground here. Hold on. Let me make sure I got my audio stuff right. I do. Oh, that's right. That's based on the on that. Okay. Hello, ground. Skyhawk 8319 Charlie at Granite parking area. Looking to get VFR flight following at 3,500 feet to Laconia. That's Kilo Lima Charlie India. Couldn't hear him.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, Lebanon ground, on departure, maintain VFR at or below 3,500. Departure on 134.7, squawk 1415, expect runway 25.
That's Boston Center. Alright, on departure, we'll maintain VFR at or below 3,500. Departure will be 34.7. And we'll squawk 1415 and expect runway 25 for departure. Skyhawk 19 Charlie. And what is it, 14, 15?
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, read back correct.
Alright, so do we know what a run-up area is for here? Let me see if I can see it on the map. Taxiways. It's got to be at the end of the runway. It's normally where they are. Near the end. Unless I just do the run-up here. Yeah, I don't see a run-up area on here. Let me see something. Comments. Marks. Somebody put 3 months ago, said lovely airport, friendly and accommodating controllers, would gladly return. 4 months ago, somebody said beautiful airport, nestled in a valley, first time here, landing 2-5, didn't expect to lose sight of the runway, a beam of numbers, so just a heads up that landing 2-5 on left pattern, you would lose sight of the runway and would have to estimate the turn to left base. Interesting. Very nice airport tucked into it. Somebody said the same thing. Very long runways. They were smooth and accommodating. Tower, I stayed with Granite at the north ramp overnight. There's a Best Western 5-minute walk from the FBO, and crew cars helped get some dinner after a late arrival. Well, that's cool. So taking off and being in a pattern because of the hills or valley there, say you can lose sight. I got you. Alright, temperatures are increasing. Looks like it's just about into the green. Let's see. Yeah, and they gave us runway 25, so we can do let's see, we probably can do a pattern. Just to kind of see what that looks like, and then we can go VFR to Laconia. Let's see, and they have it on there too, so that's cool. Alright, we're already squawking. Alright, set. Should be good there. Alright, park and brake off. Alright, we can get over here to the hold short of. So it looks like we're going to be taxing Delta Bravo or something. This is the non-movement area. Look at that flag. That flag is smoking to that direction. Let's just set 3500 on here, even though we're not going to use the autopilot. Alright. And ground Skyhawk 19 Charlie, holding short of Bravo. Ready to taxi to the run-up area for runway 25.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, runway 25, taxi via Delta. Bravo, hold short of runway 18, then Bravo 4.
Alright, Delta Bravo, hold short of runway 18, then Bravo 4, Skyhawk 19 Charlie. Bravo 4. Why is it keeping us that short? All right, let's go. All right, we're clear right and left. Socks bouncing all over the place. That's a busted windsock down there. It is definitely windy out here. Skyhawk 19 Charlie, holding short of runway 18.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, cross runway 18, then continue taxi via Bravo 4.
Alright, cross runway 18, we'll continue to Bravo 4, Skyhawk 19 Charlie. It's like a hill down there, a mound at the end of 36 there. We're inside the green on the temperatures. We're crossing the runway here. Once we cross, we'll go ahead and switch over to tower. There's no other we'll switch to tower messages. Yep. Yeah, when I loaded up in here last night, it was snow all over the place out here. I'm assuming that was probably just Active Sky overdoing it. brake's good. Right, left brake and right brake's good. Turn coordinator's turning with the ball. I mean, with the airplane, the ball's going opposite of the turn. Heading indicator's good. It's up, was up in the rect. Airspeed's fluctuating because of how windy it is. Vacuum pump's good, amps are good. Let's see, is this Bravo 4? This is Bravo 4. Let's see if we can kind of turn into the wind here. Somewhat into the wind. Run up. Alright, mixture's rich. Let's do flight controls check. Right is down, or up. Left is down. Left is up. Right is down. Forward, aft, rudder check right, rudder check left, looks good. Let's take it up to 17. Our vacuum pump's in the green, amps are good, temps are in the green, oil pressure's in the green as well. We got fuel flow. Good there. Let's turn the alternator off. We got a volts light on. Looks good there. We got a drop in amps. That back on. It comes back up. Recharges. And we're not using a fuel pump. We'll check the alternate air. Idle check. Alright, engine's still running. We should get a volts light come on here for low voltage. Everything else looks good. Alright, there's low volts. Get it back up to 10. Alright, we're flaps up. Mixture's rich. We'll get landing light on. Strobe lights coming on. And let's see, we're already squawking altitude. We got 1415 in place. Let's see if we can do one traffic pattern. Hello tower, Skyhawk 8319 Charlie, holding short Bravo 4, run up complete, ready for takeoff.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, Lebanon Tower, runway 25, wind 260 at 16, cleared for takeoff.
Alright, clear for takeoff, runway 25. Can we also do one pattern here at the airport here? Skyhawk 19 Charlie. See what he says. Let's see, what is the pattern for 25 if it says anything. And Lebanon Tower, Skyhawk 19 Charlie. We'd like to do one pattern for runway 25. Yeah, it doesn't say,
Skyhawk
so it should
19
be
Charlie,
left.
cleared for takeoff, runway 25, left closed, traffic approved, report midfield downwind.
Alright, clear for takeoff. Left close traffic approved, and we'll report midfield on a downwind Skyhawk 19 Charlie. Alright, we'll do that. Let's see. Yeah, and I know we lose sight because of that hill right there. It's likely what makes us lose sight of the airport, which makes sense. Alright, we're clear left. Runway is clear, departure and is clear. Alright, let's go heels to the floor and full power. There's 60 knots as we lift off thanks to the winds. Right down our nose. Probably gonna be a bumpy landing. Alright, so we're going up to 1,600 feet. Kind of give us a side picture too of what's going on. Look at that airspeed indicator. It's all over the place. Yeah, we're getting tossed. Said left close traffic pattern. Now let's get down to altitude. A little bit too high. Alright, ceilings don't look too bad either. It's pretty decent. Actually, I need to look and see what the traffic pattern actually is. It definitely can't be 1,600 feet with this terrain right here rising. Yeah, you kind of do lose sight of it there. And Tower Skyhawk 19 Charlie, we are midfield on the left downwind. We like the option. Clear for the option, runway 25, Skyhawk 19 Charlie. Geez, you definitely do lose sight of it. They were not lying. Let's go back to about 1,700. Alright, we're inside of 100. Go flaps 1. Watch the balloon. So it's down in this valley here, so we'll do that. Start that turn. Alright, I see it there. We're much further out than we should be though for this turn.
Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear.
You would not be hearing wind shear in this airplane.
Wind shear, wind shear.
There's wind shear around here, but it's not. We wouldn't hear that in this airplane though. That's just coming from active sky.
Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear.
center towers over there. Yeah, I'll just use one notch of flaps. We're not going to use anything more than that.
Wind shear. Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear.
But yeah, the wind shear alert's coming from active sky. We'll do a touch and go and keep going.
Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear. Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear.
Yeah, I don't think any GA planes would be flying right now. Look at our speed.
Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear.
See if we can get her down. If not, we may have to.
Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear.
It's all over the place. That was wild. Coming in over the trees. Then it kind of chills out.
Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear.
Alright, not bad. Flaps up and we'll take off. We'll get back out of here for certain. We'll take off to the
wind shear, wind shear, wind shear.
Take off to the east.
Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear.
I got you. Lebanon Tower, Skyhawk 19 Charlie. We're on the upwind of runway 25. I'd like to depart VFR at 3500 to Kilo Lima Charlie, India.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, VFR departure approved. Climb and maintain 3,500. Proceed on course when able.
Alright, climb and maintain 3,500 and we'll proceed on course. Skyhawk 19 Charlie. Looks like there was somebody about landing right behind us. Oh, Cap 1223 is going to Boston. Gotcha. Just get that configured properly. Let's go to 3,500. Alright, so like I said, we're not coming back here because of the flight time we're trying to cover.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, contact departure on 134.7.
Over to departure on 34.7, Skyhawk 19 Charlie. It was actually center. Hello, Boston Center. Skyhawk 8319 Charlie is passing 3,000, climbing 3,500. Eastbound just off of Lebanon.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, Boston Center, radar contact.
So far we're good here. Keep an eye on this. altitude here. Get it trimmed out. There's the airport. It's 29 up here. Just from 600 feet down there to 3,500 feet, we're already at 29 on the temperature. So we're already below freezing here, so we definitely don't want to enter that cloud deck.
3000, check Southwest 3001, Boston Center. Send me the J-Fun 2 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston Center 2988. 2988, send me the J-Fun, landing at 2 left, Southwest 37. Sun Country 251, contact Boston approach 118.25. 118.25, Sun Country 251.
We got 139 across the ground. We definitely got that tailwind behind us. So your house will be off to the right side. Right side from where we are. And I'm assuming, like you said, off 36, or actually, what, behind us this way?
1 o'clock. And,
If we would have took off 36, that would have should have put us.
VFR 7,500.
Are you in front of us? Doing what, 110 or so indicated, 115 indicated, and getting 142 across the ground and a 172.
Boston approach 124.4. 144, so long. Stay.
I am landing, he's above my house. Oh, I do see a private. Oh, I do see the Cape 1223 behind me. Let me see if we can actually see. He's back there. I don't see him though, but he is back there. I see him on the moving map.
Airsoul 23, Boston Center, ready to contact 4 miles north of the Lebanon Airport, on maintain 7,000, Lebanon altimeter 2983, more than 1 hour old. And Airsoul 23, the altimeter just updated is 2987 now.
Miles from. At least we got a nice tailwind to get us there. It says we'll be there in 12 minutes. Alright, pattern altitude is 1600 there as well. Let's see what it was for play up. It was 1600 for pattern altitude. Even with that freaking even with that hill there off to the right, it still was the same pattern altitude. That's interesting.
Breakout 4413 Boston Center, climb maintain shuttle 230. Number 88.
Absolutely, absolutely. You said they made the turn right above me. I can see them. Nice. Cap going to Boston. He took 36. Yeah, I can see him on the map behind me. Yeah, he's directly behind me. It looks like he's going southeast at 5,000 feet or 5,800 feet right now is what it's showing him at. But yeah, no problem, man. I'll try airspeed here. Not airspeed, our altitude. 200 off. We're still on with Boston Center as well. LCI is untowered. Let me see if it says what pattern. It's still left pattern. 5,900 foot runway is the longest runway. 545, 123 is CTAF. 3525 is what we got. Get back up to altitude. I got you.
E00 feet. Advise.
Altimeter 2981. Density altitude -600 feet.
Region 574, descend via the J12 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter 986.
1456 Zulu. Wind 230 and 5. Visibility 10. Sky conditions. Solid overcast at 6,000 feet. Fuel at 13100 feet. Temperature 3. Dew point -6. Altimeter 2981. Density altitude -600 feet.
That's about what we already have. They're saying it, so let me dial it back. Make sure we're
Navo
close to what it
3550
actually
Boston,
is.
11 altimeter 2987.
This looks very nice. Area looks nice. Not much going on back this direction. Alright, it's 31 degrees now. Again, as long as we don't enter the cloud deck, we're good. Winds are 230 at 3, I think. So at least we ought to look at, yeah, 220 at 5. We should at least see some better winds on approach here. Because, geez. That's lining up. Yeah, that's right.
Mercedes Foxtrot Boston Center, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Some winds blowing off these hills. Kind of bumping us around here. Whoa. Alright, we're 9 minutes from.
Number 350 Papa Delta Boston, zero to contact 3 miles
So 9
southwest
minutes
of 11
from. He
Airport.
shouldn't hand us off to anyone else.
11,987.
CTAF dialed up. It's 23 nothing, I believe. Yeah, 23 nothing is CTAF. And now all of a sudden we got snow on the ground.
1223, contact Boston approach 124.9er.
As we get rocked around here in the 172. I think we'll be good as long as the ceilings doesn't drop on us. We should be fine here. It's 18 miles out. Is that there? No, that's not the airport. I was saying, is that it in front of us? It is not. Maybe that is. See, I think that is the airport in front of us.
Richard 4413, contact Boston Center 128.32.
So we'll probably do left pattern for 26. Whoa. Because you can go all the way with Boston Center to MHT. Yeah, I got you. All right, get back to 3,500. Man, the elevation and the terrain around here is very nice, man. Very nice. I was surprised when I loaded up at Lebanon and saw how nice the terrain and everything was around the airport. I definitely would not mind flying there. It's very nice. I can't move these. Yeah, I think that is our airport out there in front of us. Right at 10 miles out, we'll cancel flight following. They also should. Normally around 10 miles, they normally will tell you. So I'm going to wait till 10 miles and see what they say. I'm going to say field is at your 12 o'clock. Port field in sight. And once you do, all right, advise if you want to cancel flight following. Or they just tell us no traffic between you and the field.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, Boston Center,
There it
Laconia
goes.
Airport at your 11 o'clock, 13 miles. Change to advisory frequency approved. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR. Safe flight.
There it goes. All right, and Skyhawk 19 Charlie, we have the field in sight at our 12 o'clock. And we'll change over to advisory frequency and Squawk VFR. Thanks for the help.
Number 350 Papa Delta, contact Boston Center 121.35.
1200 set.
Boston Center, bring us 1206.
Switch over. And at 10 miles, we'll call where we are.
Next 1206 Boston Center, descend via the J-Fund 2 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston Center 2986. Descend via the J-Fund 2 left.
We'll keep Boston Center up where we can at least hear it. I don't think we're going to hear any traffic around here. I don't see any traffic around the area.
Number 88 Foxtrot, contact Boston Center 128.32. 128.32 and then 50.
Do left pattern there with that hill right next to it? Charts doesn't say that it's a right pattern airport. Pull up the AFD. Nah, it doesn't say it's right pattern, it's left pattern.
574, contact Boston, approach 118.25. I missed somebody checking in there. Number 580, Roger. House reported around 8,500 by Cape Air.
Let's see what the comments say for this airport. Somebody flew in there 2 months ago and says contacted Sky Bright FBO a few days prior with our tail number and arrival time. They were extremely helpful and arranged to have a rental car waiting for us upon arrival. Once on the ground, we were contacted over at CTAF and instructed where to park. They marshaled us in and had the car parked right there and helped us transfer all our luggage. Lee from Skybright was very pleasant to work with and made the process seamless. We'll be back for sure. That's good. That was 2 months ago somebody flew into there and said that. Oh, we're within 10 miles. Laconia traffic, Skyhawk 19 Charlie is 6 miles to the west, inbound to join the left traffic pattern for runway 26, Laconia. Got no one else around. Looks nice. We've been in, engine's been on for 47 minutes. It's 11:09 right now. We'll start descending the traffic pattern.
Yeah, 691 Boston Center, climb and maintain flight level 230.
pretty sure it doesn't have these. Well, it does have an approach for the airport, so it probably does have those approach lights. Oh, this is beautiful though. Right out of 3,000. All right, let's switch over to the left tank.
Yeah. Leave it down there.
Oh, actually, we're supposed to be on both. We're in the 172. We should be on
Leader 75 affirmative. City your discussion, maintain 11000.
I don't know why that was even like that. All right, get down the traffic pattern.
Leader 75, clear direct to jam up there at M36.
And Laconia traffic, Skyhawk 19 Charlie is joining left downwind for runway 26, Laconia. Down some. Still a little high on the approach. But not bad. I think this is another freeware I picked up. It's actually pretty sweet looking. This the area, you got the pond right there, and then behind it you got the lake there that feeds out into a bigger part of the lake. Pretty cool looking. Very nice. I'd love to do this approach in real life in here. Alright, we're on downwind now. We're at pattern altitude. We're below 110. We can go flaps 1. Watch the balloon. Always wants to balloon up. And Laconia traffic, Skyhawk 19 Charlie is making left base to final runway 26 Laconia. Should be easy. Our approach end is clear. And Laconia traffic, Skyhawk 19 Charlie is short final runway 26 Laconia. Jeez Louise, we're getting beat up. It's not even windy down here. We shouldn't even be getting beat up like this.
Number 35580, contact Boston approach 124.9er. 24.9.
I will go engine idle. We got plenty of airspeed to bleed off to still make the runway just fine.
Leader 75 cross Gamma at or above 5,000, clear for the RNAV runway 36, straight in approach Southern Airport. Gamma at above 5,000, we're clear for the RNAV straight in runway 36 approach for Leader 75, thank you. Yeah, 691, contact
That's a little rough.
Center 128.32.
Let's go down here, we'll taxi back. Let's go flaps up. It's right down our nose, supposedly.
Gate 62, contact Boston Center 135.7.
exit here at Foxtrot and taxi back.
Number 53402, what's the reason for the change of destination?
And Laconia traffic, Skyhawk 19 Charlie, clear runway 26 at Foxtrot. Taxiing back for departure to the southeast.
To the Pittsburgh Airport, and sending your discretion, maintain 4,000.
Alright, flaps up. We'll leave lights and strobes and all of that on. It's a little bumpy taxiway. That looks cool. That vegetation out there looks very, very good. The high grass, the bushes, the trees behind it. Then we'll contact center again for VFR flight following to 2 Bravo 2.
5,000 for leader 75, correct?
Leader 75, affirmative. Cross cam at or above 5,050 approach.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, we're clear for it, leader 75.
Alright, everything still looks good. No troubles.
5509 Boston, Roger.
Got a nice little uphill. That's pretty neat. Alright, let's put that in here. Direct to. I don't think I'll have to put the number, the kilo in front of it. Let's see if it'll just pick it up.
United 1977 Boston, Roger.
Yep, it does.
And we're going to need lower because of the tail end.
We'll go direct there.
Going to maintain flight level 210.
210, yeah.
Direction is 167. Should be about right there. Alright. Was that Plum Island? And Laconia traffic, Skyhawk 19 Charlie, entering runway 26 for departure to the southeast. Laconia.
09, descend via the Rosie 2 arrival, runway 24, Manchester altimeter 2981.
Lights, everything's still on, we're good to go. So we can climb up this hill. Approach end is clear. Runway's clear, departure end looks clear.
Number 160 Alpha, Boston Center, climbing team level 230.
Trim for takeoff.
Leader 75, radar service terminated, contact Lebanon Tower 125, 105.
4595, that was your one, leader 75.
United 1977, going to maintain flight level 190.
190, United 1977.
Number 53402,
knots
contact
and
Boston Approach
Wind shear,
124.9.
wind shear, wind shear.
And we wouldn't be getting wind shear in this alerts anyway in this aircraft. We're good, it is around the area, but we're
Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear. Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear.
above 1,000 feet there.
United 1977, send via the J-Fun 2 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter 2986.
And Laconia traffic, Skyhawk 19 Charlie is turning crosswind, right crosswind. Runway 26, departing to the southeast. Hello, Boston Center, Skyhawk 8319 Charlie. Just took off from Laconia, passing 1,800, climbing 3,500. Would like to get VFR flight following to Plum Island. That's 2 Bravo 2.
Descend VS to 270 on 1977.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, Squawk 1415 and ident.
Hey, we get our squawk code back. Squawk 1415 and ident. Skyhawk 19 Charlie.
Number 603 with Mike Boston, 11 out, number 2987.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, flight following to Climb Island approved. Climb and maintain 3500. Stay position and heading.
All right, flight following to Plum Island approved. We'll climb, maintain 3,500, and we are 2,500 right now. Over
251 Boston Center, climb, maintain shuttle 230.
Laconia Airport. Had to think about that.
Mike Center, your discretion to maintain 6,000.
And Boston Center, Skyhawk 19 Charlie, just for clarification, we are going to Airport 2, Bravo 2.
Thank you.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, roger, destination Climb Island noted.
I'm not putting the right thing up there, though. Alright, there's coming up on 3,005. Sun's nice and bright, shining through the clouds. Let's get nose down.
Contact Boston approach 118.25.
Alright, get trimmed so I can relieve some of this forward pressure.
Blue 65509, contact Boston approach 124.9er.
What we're gonna do, we are gonna fly past just outside the airspace of Boston, Manchester. Get beat up by these winds off the mountains here, or off the hills.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, contact Portsmouth radar on 127.05.
All right, we'll contact Portsmouth radar on 27.05. Skyhawk 19 Charlie.
With Mike, before you go, there's traffic 12 o'clock at about 12 miles or about 5 miles east of the airport. 2,200 to helicopters. They're, I'm assuming they're talking to the tower. I never talked to them. But radar service terminating, contact Lebanon Tower 12595.
Hello, Portsmouth Tower radar. Skyhawk 8319 Charlie is 3,000, climbing 3,500.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, Portsmouth radar. Good afternoon, Laconia. Guilford altimeter 29.8.
I don't think it picks up 2 Bravo 2 without the kilo in front of it.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, you already have flight following to K2B2.
Okay, there, now it's showing on the destination. Looks like we do got to put kilo in front of it for
Lola 1 check, that's for
them.
26, Lola 1 check, gain of 15, loss of 10 knots, like 29, ordered by citation.
025. And slightly lean here. Get our EGT up. Right there we go.
251, contact Boston Center.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, VFR altitude.
128.32, clear.
Copy that, 19 Charlie.
With you, 270.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, can we get the altimeter again?
Charlie Fox, Sierra Mike Hotel, Boston Center.
Morning, Boston Center, flight
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, Laconia, altimeter 2980.
Flight 82, Boston Center, good morning.
Copy that 2980, Skyhawk 19 Charlie.
We'll take 200, got it.
Flight 382,
2980 set.
200, flight 382.
I got some traffic behind us. So now we're gonna go down to Palm Island. As we see, it's 45 miles away. I'll try to cover some distance here. Get there, it says we're 23 minutes out. Watch the inclinometer there. Keep the ball centered.
Sky 7614, clear direct Hannah.
You see if Ports, it said Portsmouth? Or Portsmouth is what they, it sounds like they said, but it's spelled Portsmouth radar. Look at that, even Plum Island has well, it's 23 nothing. The same CTAF. Let's pull it up. Maybe there'll be somebody flying around that area. Same frequency as Laconia. 23 nothing.
Leader 75, Boston Center, ready contact 4 miles north of 11
We're
airport.
doing 112 right now. We're not. We must be fighting a crosswind. We're not really getting beat up by a headwind or getting helped by a tailwind.
Keep close distance and pay attention. Leader 75, routes climb, maintain 5,000.
Airspeed must be, yeah, kind of kicking up there. We'll drop it back to 2450.
Boys down at 25.
Heading indicator and the compass is still lined up. Looks like it's off slightly. Direct south. Looks like it's split about there.
Boston, Sierra Mike Charlie, you got lower than 240 for us?
We got gyro drift.
220 for now.
I appreciate everybody that's here or stopped by as we try to do our VFR flight here. So far we've been good, and out of the clouds at 3,500, it's keeping us below those bases of the clouds. So don't pick up any ice, and it's 31 Fahrenheit outside right now, 32, right at freezing temperatures.
Leader 75, maintain 5,000, still Ahoy, clear for PRI, runway 25, approach Southern Airport.
Plum Island's a nice little cool airstrip we're gonna try to hit here. Actually, you know what? I need to go toward. We need to stay.
5150 descend via the Rosie 2 arrival, runway 24, Manchester altimeter 2981.
Head into the southwest because we're gonna pass off to the right side of MHT.
Boston Center 128.32. Charlie Fox is here, Mike Hotel, this is going to maintain level 200. Fox is here, Mike Hotel, traffic, it's 3 o'clock, 10 miles northeastbound here, J7 out of 190, descending northeastbound, I'll be
Pass
stepping
by
down route
visual
7
waypoint as well. Alright, we're looking good though. Alright, temperatures are good here in the cabin. The yellow light is our indicator of what the temps feel like inside the cabin here. Which also we can hold this button down and it'll tell us also what the cabin temperature is. It's 32 outside and it's 76 in here. So we're nice and warm inside of here.
By Airbus 319 and at 50 gain loss 10 knots, out of below 1,000 feet, supported by citation. More information, our flight search. Charlie Fox, that's here, Mike.
Nice and warm in the cabin.
7,000, that's altimeter 2985.
Nice and sunny out. We're getting that alert from the autopilot there that we're not using. And as I've stated before, the main circuit breakers you want to look for inside the aircraft to make sure, in case you get problems, is if that aircraft has electric trim and autopilot. Those are the two things that can kill you. If it runs away or malfunctions as far as the autopilot goes, first thing you want to look for is those circuit breakers, which the autopilot has the orange ring on it. And again, as I've said before, in this airplane they did not put a circuit breaker, and it has auto trim here on the yoke. So if there's a electric trim on the yoke, so if there's electric trim here, there should be a circuit breaker in here for that trim. That's utilizing electricity. That's the one thing they didn't depict here in the aircraft. There's no circuit breaker for this for the trim wheel. Those are the first things you want to look for, is what those circuit breakers are. So in case you get runaway trim, you can never pull a circuit breaker. And if you get the autopilot gets stuck or jammed and it's just doing something crazy, you can't turn it off, you got the circuit breaker for that to kill power to that as well. But like I said, for some reason they didn't simulate a circuit breaker for the trim. We're still 30 miles out, but like I said, we're going to pass just on outside the airspace of Manchester, Boston here. See some takeoffs and departures happening out of there. This bad boy absolutely wants to just dive to the right and left.
Boston, approach 124.9.
24.9, please, 361.
Urgent Empire for Hartford, Connecticut, a Skylane report a low. Correction.
Skyhawk report a low level wind shear. Gain loss of 10 knots on final. More information about.
We got some traffic around us there. Got traffic off at our 1 o'clock, 1,600 feet below us. And about 3 o'clock, that's about 2,400 feet below us.
More information about flight service.
Got the sun right in our face.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie. Transition through the Manchester class Charlie airspace is approved. Maintain appropriate VFR altitudes. Remain this frequency.
Ooh, we'll take it. We can fly right through. Alright, transition of the Manchester Charlie airspace is approved. We'll maintain VFR altitudes and remain with you, Skyhawk 19 Charlie. Alright, well, since we get that, let's fly as close as we can then to the airport.
Charlie Foxtrot Sierra Mike Hotel, Santa Claus and approach 124.4.
At least get in that outer ring there. Its top is 43. Let's go more southwest. I think because it sees us already getting close to it, that's why. There's another little airport out here I see. Somewhere out here.
Sierra 342 Boston Center, the Concord altimeter 2981.
Boston Center, good morning, Southwest 1760, 22, 3 for 110.
Southern 1750 Boston Center.
Got no AWAS or anything for Plum Island. It looks like Plum Island is really just a little small strip some people took over and just be like chilling out there. It actually looks pretty cool, so even to fly over the airport looks pretty cool.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, contact Boston approach on 124.9er.
Alright, over to Boston approach on 24.9 American, not American, Skyhawk 19 Charlie.
314, climb MET 9000.
Was that one? I feel like that was one. I don't think I said it earlier. Hello, Boston approach, Skyhawk 8319er Charlie, 3,500.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, Boston approach, good afternoon, West Nottingham, altimeter 29.8.
Alright, altimeter 2980, Skyhawk 19 Charlie.
Southern 1760, descend via the Rosie to arrival, runway 24, San Francisco altimeter 2981.
Manchester, Boston, somewhere off our right there. I don't think we're gonna get close enough to fully see it, but it is over there. Nice. Yeah, we're supposed to pass pretty close by the, I think, some antenna towers up here or something. Alright, EGT is good. Yeah, I think the airport's right over there. Alright, we're 20 miles out. Yeah, once we get close, they should give us still a ATIS readout or a altimeter read. It's about 800 feet above us. 10, 12 miles of us. Not show. Yeah, we're not close enough to see Boston, Manchester. Alright, they shouldn't give us another frequency to switch to. We are going to be inside the mode C 30 nautical mile ring of Boston itself.
2314 Roger, FedEx Boston, approach 124.9.
Start our turn more of a southeast. It's 32 degrees outside. Let's go 150. Alright, we're 17 miles from. Yeah, 150 headed should work. Yeah, compass and the heading is lining up just fine.
To arrival, runway 27, the Boston altimeter 296.
Pattern altitude here is the 1,100 feet. Actually 1,000 feet. So it's much closer to the sea level. Thanks to the lake that's right around it.
Multiple urgent pirate reports, one for Beverly, Massachusetts. Citation reported low level wind shear gain loss of 10 knots. One for White Plains, New York. Sky High reported low level.
So we'll do a full stop here and then we're gonna back taxi the runway and take back off. So if we're landing, I think it's 26. Let me see. It has like part of it has a fence going across it. with a bunch of like stuff just backed up to. Actually, it's 28. Yeah, we should land 28.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, Plum Island Airport at your 11 o'clock, 14 miles. Change to advisory
That
frequency
is 4
approved.
miles away.
Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR.
All right, we'll keep looking for the airport at our 11 o'clock, and we'll switch over to advisory frequency and Squawk VFR. Thanks for the help, Skyhawk 19 Charlie.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, radar services terminated. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
I heard you, buddy. 23-0 as well. All right, 23-0 is the CTAF here. On us here. Yes, we're gonna line up for runway 28.
Urgent fire from Manchester, New Hampshire, Sierra 7 report a low level wind shear gain loss of 10 knots.
So what we're gonna do is cross midfield, then we'll do a left teardrop. We'll do a teardrop entry into the downwind. Out of left, it'll just be a teardrop entry into the downwind.
And Boston Center for entry 25, second in level 16 south.
Provincial 2567 Boston down there, the Concord altimeter 2981.
2981, Concord, Provincial 25.
November 60410 Boston down there, the Manchester altimeter 2981. Barry 707 Boston down there, 10,000 is going to be the final today, the Q altimeter 2987.
Plum Island traffic. Skyhawk 19 Charlie is about 8 miles northwest of the field. Inbound for runway 28, Plum Island.
Nobody is listening on 123.0.
I don't care, they're supposed to be. And that's not supposed to be saying that. I'm going to report that. They have a button inside the pilot portal that allows you to not hear them say that. They're just not supposed to say anything like in the real world. But it's weird that it's even saying that when that's a CTAF frequency. Got a windmill down here. A few windmills. If they actually are there. I don't know if they really are. Let me see if I go turn it on in the pilot portal. I'll turn it back off if it'll work this time. I've had it turned off for the longest.
1760 Boston.
It looks like something's wrong with the site right now. It's not letting me load the settings.
Boston, radar contact 3 miles north of Lebanon Airport. 180 is not available. Would you like to climb to 200?
Airport's supposed to be right in front of us. It's a little small strip airport. Plum Island traffic. Skyhawk 19 Charlie is 5 miles to the northwest. Inbound for runway 28, Plum Island.
Boston Center, good morning, Delta 318, 9800 for 14,000.
Delta 318 Boston Center, clear Dr. Hannah, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Alright, up to direct Hannah for flight level 230, Delta 318.
Yeah, they keep saying it. It didn't say it this time, but it's not supposed to say anything. Like I said, for some reason, it's not letting me even, it's not even letting me get into the settings right now. Let's start descending though. Set for 19. Mixture rich. We're on both tanks. Let's see if I see the place down here. Hopefully we're nowhere near those freaking windmills. Actually, like right here below us. Let's see. Those windmills are moving because it's so windy. Oh, this is the runway. I believe this is it right here. About to pass over the top of it. That is it right in front of us. We're high. Let's get. Just kill the power. Let us drop.
716, contact Boston, approach 118.25. Jerry 707, contact Bradley, approach 119.0.
And Plum Island traffic. Skyhawk 1 out of Charlie is crossing midfield. Gonna make a teardrop entry to join the left downwind for runway 28, Plum Island.
Nobody is listening on 123.0.
Shut up. Yeah, see this is the runway and they got like a bunch of stuff behind it. There's a fence crossing right here. So it's kind of a threshold there. It's pretty cool. Alright, we'll go 15. We'll extend out a little bit here. Bring the power back up. We'll start that teardrop entry. That's it there. Will put us on a downwind. Windmill's kind of scary being right there. Kind of helps us clear the pattern area, make sure we're seeing what we should be seeing. Let's keep the power up. We need to stay above. Oh, this is it right here. And Plum Island traffic, Skyhawk 1 out of Charlie is left downwind, runway 28, Plum Island.
118.25, guys, 692, have an awesome day.
Thank you, you too.
So we'll come in right over the top of that stuff there. It's going to be pretty cool. Alright, let's go flaps 1, speed checks. 10 degrees, so not flaps 1, 10 degrees of flaps.
Clear back to Albany.
Direct to Albany, commercial 2567.
And Plum Island traffic, Skyhawk 1 out of Charlie is turning left base for runway 28, Plum Island. I don't want to exceed that.
Delta 318, contact Boston, Star 128.32.
The nose down though. And Plum Island traffic, Skyhawk 1 out of Charlie is left base to final, runway 28, full stop, Plum Island.
Nobody is listening on 123.0.
Shut up.
4000, left turn heading 350.
LA 925, Austin Center, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Just confirm that's for Twilight 926.
Affirmative, Twilight 926, climb and maintain flight level 230.
230, Twilight 926.
Come in over all the trailer and stuff.
Twilight 926, clear deck Syracuse.
Check to Syracuse, Twilight 926, thank you.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Alright, that was a good landing. We'll take it. We got one aircraft parked over here.
American 1457,
Alright, runway 10. That was a good landing there. Bled off all that airspeed. Glad you made it back to the house, my dude. We're gonna turn around and back taxi back, and then we'll get back out of here and head over to the next location.
Flight level 290, we'll be starting down shortly with the pilot's discretion down to 240.
Hot dog with ketchup, relish, and garlic. Hey, that sounds like something good to eat out here. Weather's not terrible either. Alright, flaps up. Plum Island traffic, Skyhawk 1 out of Charlie, back taxi and runway 28, Plum Island. Yeah, we got the got a little Cherokee sitting out here. Well, stay on the runway. That's a pretty sweet approach. We can just about use up as much of this runway as we want
Empire
as
for
well.
Portland, Maine, and E-145 report a low level wind shear, lost to 10 knots for final.
Oh, see, that wind shear is out here. They're reporting it in the real world too, just as we were getting it here. Alright, so now we're gonna go to our last leg here, which is gonna be K-bed. So we're gonna set direct to that's a cool little freeware scenery. They kind of built it, set it up the way it actually is. I assume in the real world. Like I said, got a little fence behind the extended threshold here. And they just got stuff back there on that part of it. They say, yeah, we got plenty of runway for this. You guys still can take off and do your thing. Get all the way. Oh, don't go in the ditch. Let's get back here and swing it around. Alright, we look good. Yeah, it's crazy. We're getting more views on the GA flight than we're getting on the airline flight. Sounds like we may have to do a lot more GA stuff. Bed. Alright, Lawrence G. Hanscom Field, Bedford, Mass. Into that. Activate. Let's go full screen on this. Alright, ATIS for them would be 24.6.
Alright, directly, NI,
Watch our power here.
Mike Cornell up in the...
Pretty sure we got frequencies for that. Let me see. Its altitude is 132. We do have frequency for that. Burn the hot dog.
Chrono State 893, contact Boston Center.
Oh, that's how you like them, it's burnt? Is that what you're saying?
2135, Chronos 893. Have a lovely day.
You too.
Now this airport's got a lot of runway length. So we'll see, hopefully there's some traffic when we get here. See how it goes. Let me put that in the destination up here. Alright, so we'll be at 1100 feet. For that, we're going to be splitting two airspaces, two deltas. It looks like the airspace in that area is for the class Bravo is 4,000 feet is the shelf. So we'll be 3,500 feet. We'll be just fine through there. We'll have to, unless we get cleared through the Bravo, we'll have to descend about 2,500 under the next shelf until we can get into K-bed. Looks like K-bed is landing runway 29. So we'll see if they give us that as well. But there's traffic flying into there right now, so we'll see how that goes. And as we see on here, it's 28 miles away. So we'll do with that. And Plum Island traffic, Skyhawk 1 out of Charlie is taking off runway 28 to the southwest.
Nobody is listening on 123.0.
Lady, shut up. I know that. Let me see. They must be doing... Okay, there it goes. Well, is it? Yeah. Let's see. See if I turn it back off, if it'll work. Because I've had it set before and had it saved and it still didn't make a difference. They were still repeating it. Pretty sure I'll probably have to restart.
November 70, X-ray Boston, Roger.
Whatchamacallit for that to work, say intentions. Let's see. Well, we'll see when we get in there. I'm not going to worry about it right now. All right, let's go. That's good.
118.25, good day, Brickyard 4716.
Airspeed's alive. I was going to say we should just flow right into the air. See you later, Plum Islands. Cool little airport. Make sure we clear that freaking windmill.
November 41 Sierra, heading Boston Center, 128.2.
And there's 1,000 feet. And Plum Island traffic, Skyhawk 1 out of Charlie is departing to the southeast, Plum Island. Hello approach, Skyhawk 831 out of Charlie is just off of Plum Island, passing 1,500, climbing 3,500. We'd like to get VFR flight following to Kilo Bravo Echo Delta.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, Boston approach, squawk 1415 and ident.
Squawking 1415 and ident for 1 out of Charlie. Dang, they keep giving us the same one. That's cool. Ident.
Skyhawk Skyhawk 19 Charlie, radar contact. 2 west of Plum Island Airport at 2300 feet. Newburyport altimeter 2982.
That is correct.
Copy 2982, Skyhawk 19 Charlie.
Center Victor 5719, level 1240.
Victor
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, altimeter 2982.
Copy the altimeter, Skyhawk 19 Charlie. They said 2986 sound like.
Prism Mosquito Auto, Victor 5719.
Is it auto 5719?
Alright, we are out of there.
4786. Leaving 249er, setting 40.
Victor 4786 Boston Center, the 70 JSON to arrival, runway 27, the Boston altimeter 296.
That's the JSON 227.
At Boston approach, Skyhawk 19 Charlie, just want to confirm we are cleared to climb and maintain flight level, correction, climb and maintain 3,500. Direction to take. At Boston approach, did you copy?
Boston Center, cross Dog at BT 1000, the Concord altimeter
Skyhawk
294.
19 Charlie, copied, altimeter 2982.
At Boston approach, just to confirm, we are cleared to maintain 3,500.
Boston Center, climb and maintain flight level 230.
230, 2233.
Double 2233, cleared at no boss.
Alright, we'll hold 3,005. He doesn't want to reply.
JetBlue 2233.
See, this over there is going to be 24.6. I got that already. Okay. We're ahead of the game. Somebody landing Plum Island behind us. Let's see if we see him. I don't see him. See, these are the two Delta airspaces, the dotted lines there. Those are the two that we're gonna fly between here. Right, 33 degrees out. Still, let's see, what do we have in the cabin? It is 77. It's a little warmer. We can leave the cabin heat wide open though. Hot dog buns. Oh man, yeah, that sucks. Actually, for hot dogs, regular bread's not too bad. It sucks eating regular bread with a burger unless you toast it or something. Otherwise, the grease from the burger will be all, it'll make the regular bread just get all soggy and nasty. For hot dogs, shouldn't be that bad. As long as the bread is soft. Alright, we're 19 miles from. They'll hand us off to the tower there once we get there. This tower will be 18.5.
Urgent fire at Bedford, New Hampshire. Pilatus reported low-level wind shear gain loss of 10 knots from final. One for Hartford, Connecticut. A Cherokee reported low-level wind shear gain loss of 15 knots. More information.
Yeah, they're still reporting low-level wind shear. heading. Alright, clouds are lifting, that's good. Let me listen to the ATIS.
Irriture 7. Dew point -7. Altimeter 2984. Density altitude -700 feet. Advise on initial contact, you have information India. Lawrence G. Hanscom Field, information India. 165.
So plane take off 36 when I went to see Amtrak. They go above the station over to my house, then turn. Ah, got you.
Visibility 10.
Gusting
Sky
27.
conditions, solid overcast at 5500 feet.
Yeah, see, as it warms up, the cloud bases start to rise.
Temperature 7. Dew point
Alright,
-7.
sounds good. Cloud bases are up to 5,500 now. Again, when we started flying about almost 2 hours ago, the ceilings was 4,400 feet. And as the heat rises, it warms up, sun heats up the earth.
3672.
Cloud bases start to rise. Turned out to be a good VFR day, though.
28 to the frequency cut out there.
We got Lawrence Municipal off to our left out there. I don't know if we can see the airport at all. Oh yeah, there it is, right between the window and the strut there. The wing strut. Right there. Their airspace is what we're kind of maneuvering through. And approach Skyhawk 19er Charlie. Permission to enter the class Bravo.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, you'll be cleared into Bravo when closer. Continue as requested.
Alright, we'll continue at 3,500 Skyhawk 19er Charlie. Kind of throwed it out there so he already knows that's what we're supposed to do.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, maintain 3500.
Alright, we'll maintain 3,500 Skyhawk 19er Charlie. We're pretty much closer. It should be clearing us in.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, remain clear of the Boston class Bravo airspace. Remain this frequency.
Alright, we'll remain clear of the class Bravo airspace, Skyhawk 19 Charlie. I knew it. He would have given it to us much sooner, so we'll descend down to 2005.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, remain clear of class Bravo.
Copy. We will remain clear of class Bravo, Skyhawk 19 Charlie. Let's get down before we enter that ring.
Center Grenade, dashboard 2941, with you descending flight level 190.
He played with us. He could have let us enter.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, contact Hanscom Tower on 118.5.
Alright, over to Hanscom Tower on 18.5, Skyhawk 19 Charlie. Thanks for the help. Good day. Hello, Tower, Skyhawk 8319er Charlie, 12 miles northeast of the field, 2,500 inbound for landing.
Bravo. Skyhawk 19 Charlie, Hanscom Tower, make straight in for runway 23.
Straight in for 23. Alright, if you say so. Alright, we'll make straight in for runway 23, Skyhawk 19 Charlie. Alright, the airport's at our 12 o'clock here. Wind check.
Charlie with 250 at 14.
250 at 14. Alright, 23 works. Is a 5,000 foot runway. That's plenty of runway for us.
Tuesday night, Charlie. You guys just start your descent traffic northwestbound as a.
They're giving us serious pilot type approaches. 10-mile final for runway 23. Interesting. We'll take it. All right, well, let's do this. We'll use OBS. Line up for runway 23. Let's get that up.
2,500, sir.
Aero 36120, search.
230. All right. Let's get on track and lined right up with the runway.
Three 6120, traffic in sight.
120, thank you.
Best way to do it. All right, we're below that class Bravo shelf of 3,000 feet.
Tuesday, make sure that we're just head to your left about 2.5 miles. They have you inside 2,400 climbing.
Still looking at my Charlie 10.
This is a pretty good flight, I'd say. Enjoyed flying here to the area. Like I said, I was trying to find some place last night to fly where I was going to fly to, where I was going to start off from. And like you said, the drive to Boston from your house was a good distance. So I was like, I'm pretty sure Lebanon is going to be pretty far of a flight. So that's why I chose to go ahead and just do the do the flight from there and make my way back down to Boston. So probably on Monday, I don't know, maybe even tonight, because that's a short flight from Boston to DC. So I may do that flight when I get off work, maybe. If not, we'll do the flight probably on Tuesday. All right, it's lining up. Oh, I see the runway now, right at our 11 o'clock there. We'll just roll it in. All right, we got our makeshift vectors to final there lining up. Our makeshift localizer by using the OBS there. They don't have anything going on, so it makes sense why they would give that to us. But they do got one airplane out there over the field at 1,000 feet, and they got somebody who looks to possibly be on final. Who's that? Brickyard? No, they're not going there. They just so happen to be at that altitude. Good grief, airplane, stay right. Pick, yeah, that's the traffic that we're looking at right there. That's around the area. All right, make it 2-3. We'll just go to Jet Aviation, which is at the end of the runway. Oh, we can go to Atlantic Aviation. I don't know if it'll be modeled here or not.
Wind 330 at 23, gust 27.
Copy, 8 Mike Charlie.
Yeah, the traffic's supposed to be like over here somewhere. I don't have him in sight. Supposedly he's here though.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, winds 290 at 14, runway 23, cleared to land.
Copy the winds. Cleared to land, runway 23. Skyhawk 19 Charlie. Got a little wind off our right. It is out of 250, he said. Alright, mixture's rich. We're on both tanks, so both the fullest tanks. Lights are on. We got our clearance to land. We'll be getting flaps 1 in here shortly. Pretty much go engine idle here. Alright, below 110. Flaps 10 degrees. Let's see if I see this other airplane. Still don't see that airplane. Just ride high on the Pappy lights here.
58 Mike Charlie, left on Golf or Foxtrot, ground point 7.
Left on Golf.
That crab angle there. It's wicked. The engine idles and the winds is just holding us up here. Kind of flipped on us. It should be sending us off to the right if the wind's coming from that direction. That's weird. Get our wings into the wind there. Yeah, if the winds are off the right, there's no reason the airplane should have been floating to the right. Got someone over there. That's supposed to be Atlantic over here somewhere. We'll just roll it out to the end. Our ailerons into the wind there. Got 146 on that, not bad. Let's go to the left. We'll go over to Jet Aviation. See, when I'm in GA,
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, welcome to Hanscom.
they pretty much wait till you're done. Look at how long it took before he gave me my handoff. And the airliners, for some reason, I could be still with reverses going. And they'd already be telling us to switch over to ground. Alright, we'll switch over to ground on 21.7 Skyhawk 19 Charlie. Flaps up. What's this car doing here? Hello, ground Skyhawk 8319 Charlie. We're on Mike here. We're going to be parking at Jet Aviation straight ahead.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, Hanscom ground, taxi to Jet Aviation via Mike, hold short of runway 5. Welcome to Hanscom.
Hold short of runway 5. Alright, straight ahead to Jet Aviation on Mike. Skyhawk 19 Charlie. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, negative on squawk. Taxi to Jet Aviation
I
via
didn't say
Mike, hold
anything.
short of runway 5.
Alright, straight ahead to Jet Aviation on Mike. Skyhawk 19 Charlie.
Citation 0 Golf Golf. You can expect to get out about 2 or 3 minutes early.
Ground, just a heads up, you got a vehicle out here on Mike, short of Sierra.
Skyhawk 19 Charlie, copy, thanks for the heads up.
Let's get over here. Park right at 2 hours. Flight time, we've been streaming for 2 hours, 24 minutes. Let's get around this idiot who doesn't want to move off the road. Sure our wing doesn't hit him. Might have just broken his lights up top.
Zero Golf Golf, pull up on the right hand side, but you can pull all the way up. There should be a flat to pass on the left. Thank you.
Alright, let's get a parking brake on. Alright, that'll do it for us for our flight today. That was a good little trek. I think we covered like 120 miles or 130 nautical miles is what I think we covered on that leg. It's a pretty good flight. Appreciate the insight of the area there, Caleb. Hope you enjoyed that. We made a trip to what? 4 airports, I think it was, 3 or 4.
We did check about your edict time, and they said there's no.
Yeah, left out of your airport at Lebanon. Went to we went to Laconia, then to Palm Island, and then over here to what is this place? Bedford or something?
Zero Golf Whiskey, Roger, stand by.
Lawrence G. Hanscom Field. That's where we finished up at. It's good flying, nice overcast day, but just enough for us to still be able to do the VFR flight. Did I get my, what was I didn't know I was supposed to get it from somewhere. Where was I supposed to get it? Oh, at Granite. Dang it. I'll have to fly back there sometime and get our get that good maple syrup. Alright, let's get these things off. Shut all of this stuff down here.
Oscar Zero Golf Whiskey, I got a wheels up time of 1811.
Squawk
That's
VFR.
about 40 minutes from now. We can usually get going about a couple minutes earlier.
I believe that's set
There's
to
a chance if you
altitude.
want to take a different route, that may be available. I'm not sure if it would shave much time off though.
Get taxi light off. Nav lights can stay on. We'll lean the mixture.
Oscar Zero Golf Whiskey, and we can also have you
Avionics
ready to
switches
taxi
are
early.
off.
We can put you out there, and there's plenty of room
Batteries
in the run-up area to be waiting.
Off. Let's put all of our stuff on here and cowl plugs set. That was pretty sweet. Wow, we inside of the inside of there. There's a jet behind us. It's supposed to be a live jet is what that is, a real private jet from somewhere. This airport is pretty nice. This was a freeware updated airport for this field. We got a SR-22 over here. Don't know if that's the real aircraft that's actually here. But yeah, they gave us a straight-in approach like this guy would normally get in the real world. 30-mile final. It's kind of like a running meme for serious pilots. We got, thought I just saw somebody on final. Oh no, that's just someone flying out there. I can't see him, just saw a light. But yeah, good flights overall. The winds was crazy out here though. Everything on short final was just throwing us around all over the place. You can even tell from the windsock. The windsock is getting the crap kicked out of it. So yeah, it was pretty crazy, but otherwise great flight, great flying. Got some GAN. So at some point, like I said, we'll be leaving out of Boston to head to go to DC. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we're taking the A319 back to DC. So that should turn out pretty good for us. Hopefully it does. We'll go from there. All right, well, other than that, Caleb, hey, appreciate you hanging out. Anyone else who stopped by, appreciate it. Say you'll save something. Thank you, good sir. I appreciate it. Wow. Pretty sure some good syrup too, man. How big of a container of it would they give you? I see that truck finally moved off the taxiway.
Center Climate Tampa level 220, is that what your requested final is?
It's just a little bottle, but it's worth it for free. Kind of like a little complimentary bottle size. I take it. That's still pretty cool, though.
230, I'll show 32 as the final.
All right, well, that would do it for me, my friend, and everyone else. Again, appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see everyone on our next flight out of here. Later.
Yeah, we're we got this.
So, Roger, I do have warrior traffic midfield, same downwind 1,100. If you could just widen your downwind back out a little bit.
I will widen down.
Gotcha, I appreciate it.
Delta,
if I do get to make it out that way, I'll let you know.
Citations just off your left-hand side, 1,700 widening out there downwind.
Left 360, 6 November Delta.
Shoreline 11, just thank you. 6 November Delta, you said you had the citation in sight?
Yes, I do, 6 November Delta.
Thank you.
Number 4661, just try to maintain 17,000, maintain at least 2,000 feet a minute or greater in the descent.
Feet or greater, descent, number 4661.
Spaniard, stepping, climbing safe level 340.
I've had a uniform with that.
Foundation 1 Tango Mike, just try to maintain 2,000. Just maintain 2,000, 1 Tango Mike.
We're 6 November Delta, after that's 360, you'll be following the citation.
Number 4661, may see traffic 2 o'clock at about 15 miles northwest bound, a heavy 787 out of 210 for 340.
Runway 29er number 2, clear to land.
So, runway 29er, 6 November Delta.
And Japan Air 70, Main Street traffic 9 to 10 o'clock at about 15 eastbound to Regional 9 out of 220 for 17,000.
Approach November 1616, Mike Kansas.
Wind 32015, gust 28.
Blue 1286, contact Boston. Approach on 118.25. Have a good morning.
1825, 1282.
Endeavor 4661, thank you for the help there in the descent. You can cross T-Dog now, 11,000. Altimeter 284.
090, the 718, 2000.
Got the T-Dog at
090, down 2000.
Look at your 252 Boston Center, call me tape on level 230.
I'm 230.
Boston Center, good afternoon. Southwest 949, 26.2, descending 240.